contains coarse language and nudity. Viewer discretion is advised.
And now it's time for the Sports Brawl. Without any further ado, here are your hosts, Cece and Keith.
Oh my God, who the hell cares?
Welcome to another exciting edition of the Sports Bras, the number one podcast in Redmond, Texas, number two in Louisville. I am, of course, your host, CC, always alongside with my buddy Keith. And Keith,
What up, man?
you are not so cowboy horny as you were last week.
No, it's still in there. I'm just a little more reserved about it today.
Well, I'm kind of wondering how Jerry's going to feel today as he is going to call in. He was a little surly last week after that loss, so I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. But, man, I am currently watching the the London Jaguars and the Atlanta Falcons, and they're playing in Andy's room, and I'm watching this on Disney Plus, and I gotta tell you, I don't think anybody at ESPN loves Booger McFarland. He looks like a milk dud. He has got the biggest head, and they're doing it like a live broadcast, which is really cool. They're doing a live game right now, but it's all like animated, and it's Toy Story themed, and it is really cool. But the regular game's on ESPN Plus right now. It's 0-0 in the beginning of the first quarter in London, England.
Nil.
Very good. Neil. And of course, the unofficial official drink of the Sports Bras is, of course, Monster Energy. There we go. And
all of your kerosene.
Oh, I thought you said you're cutting down.
I am. This is the first one I've had in like 24 hours.
And you must have a headache from hell right now.
Listen, bro, let me tell you, man. I'm trying to make some changes. I really am. Trying to really cut back, trying to get my health in order.
You told me that you recently discovered a show, and you're kind of modeling that in your life right now. What show is that?
Okay, so I'm late to the party on this, but I recently started watching the TV series The Suits.
A popular show that was on USA at one point, but now it's hitting big on Netflix right now.
Oh, dude, let me tell you, man, it's something about the way the quick back and forth banter. It's all about reading people and not hearing the words they're saying, but reading the actions. And to me, I find it fascinating. Plus, I've always been big into shows that are like lawyer-based type shows. I find that stuff fascinating because I always felt like that was inside of me somewhere, man. To be like that, to be slick and snaky and just kind of like read people and get the most out of them. So it's changed my whole philosophy, man. Like, I know it sounds really corny, but I really like this show, man.
Oh, good.
I'm just like 5 years, 10 years late to the party, but whatever.
Hey, it's all good. Hey, at least you're catching up to it now because it was a great show. And I'm glad that it's resurfacing and a lot of people are praising it. But let's get to the big story, shall we? The big story that happened last night. Because
We did it.
the Texas Rangers have clinched the playoffs. They are in. Now, it is going to come down to 162 today to figure out who is going to be the AL West champions. If the Rangers win, they are the AL West champions. However, there is a chance if the Rangers lose today and the Astros win, they tie Astros do unfortunately have the tiebreaker in the season, and they will be the AL West champions. A lot is on the line today, because if the Rangers win, if the Rangers win, they get a full week of rest. The ALDS doesn't start till Saturday. If they lose and the Astros win, they end up getting the West, then they would have to start the wild card on Tuesday. So,
man, they're in either way, bro. We made it happen, right? So we talk about it all the time. Get in. That's all that matters. Get in. Because a lot can happen, man. Once you get in, you can run the table. You never know. I'm proud of the fact they didn't lay down and let the season fall away from them, because, boy, for a minute there, it sure did look like it. And, you know, I watched the other night with Eovaldi on the mound. He looked pretty good the other night, man. You know, I thought he was throwing. I thought he looked, and then he got rocked a little bit. He got rocked,
he
did. But I think when they get in the playoffs, man, I think they're gonna really
different
use that different mindset in the playoffs, man. I don't think he'll throw more than 3 or 4 at a time. Yeah. I'm excited, bro. I'm really excited about this playoffs.
It's going to be exciting to see exactly where they land. I'm hoping for a win today. And if they both lose, Rangers still win the West. So either way, Rangers got to win, or they both have to lose to win the West. I think this team needs that West title to get that rest. They need that rest. They need all the rest that they can get, because they're going to be to get far in this playoffs. They're going to have to produce a lot of runs as far as bats goes, because let's face it, the pitching ain't going to do it for them.
But we know that they are capable of doing that.
Absolutely.
That's the thing that I'm hanging my hat on, is that, look, our pitching's probably going to struggle. We're probably going to look bad as far as on the defensive side with our pitching staff. But that offense is potent, bro. We said it early on. We've said it through the entire season. They could easily go out there and put 10 up in an inning, bro, and then you don't have to depend on that pitching. So they got a shot. They got a legit shot.
My God.
Oh, God.
Trevor Lawrence, I guess he went on for a quarterback draw, and he got lit up in Andy's room. He ended up getting tossed, and then he got lit up so bad that he went over Slinky the dog, and
and I don't know how you can watch that like it.
It's greatness, man.
It ruins the game.
No, it does not ruin the game. It's for the kids, man. And deep down inside, I'm a kid. I'm a kid deep down inside still. I mean, look, I got action figures right here. Like,
look, that's memorabilia, bro. That's not kid stuff, all right?
It's memorabilia. Yeah, that's right. But anywho, the Rangers are in. They're in the playoffs. They're playing October baseball. And considering the fact of what they were a year ago, 2 years ago, the fact that Bruce Bochy can come in here and turn that around in a 1 year span, just 1 year,
it's impressive.
Speaks a lot about how good of a coach Bruce Bochy is. But we'll have to see exactly today where the Rangers will land. But all we know right now is that they're in.
I'd say, man, super horned up for some baseball playoffs, man. You know,
it's been a while.
This has been a while.
It's been a while.
Favorite time of year, man, with Halloween coming up, baseball playoffs coming up, football really getting into it, the college games really starting to shape up as who's the better teams in the league. I love this time of year, man. I'm so horned up right now.
And you know what's so great? Did you see the highs next week? If Chip Thunderstorm was here, but, you know, he only calls in when there's a severe storm going on. He doesn't want to talk about the actual weather. But the highs next week.
Yeah.
76.
Dude, I'm going to wear a sweater to work, man.
If you want to destroy my sweater. Whoa.
Man, dude. Yeah, it's going to be nice next week, man.
The fall is here, my friend. The fall is here.
It's been like long overdue, man. It's been so hot. It could be in the 90s and it would still feel like a break from this, man. Like, we need it.
We need it. We need it. Let's get into some college football now.
Oh, man.
As we had some couple of upsets yesterday. Not much. Not much. The big one was we both picked it, and we put it on. I put it on the Facebook that Kentucky beat Florida
Yeah.
33-14. Beat the brakes off of them. We both thought Florida would win this game.
Well, that's just because we're playing off of what the past has been. We should have
Right.
looked more into the fact that Kentucky is not the same team anymore. They've really turned that organization around over the
Yeah,
last.
they'll definitely be in the top 25 this coming up week now. USC defeats Colorado 48-41. I was kind of head scratching on this one at the end of the game. I don't know if you saw this or not,
I did.
but it looked like Colorado wasn't really trying to tie it up or get even close to tying it up, because they got the touchdown to make it 48-41, but then they just kind of lollygagged and handed it off a couple of times. I'm just like, what?
Yeah, it's kind of like it reminded me of like a Madden simulated game. Seriously, because
Right.
there's been times where I've watched a Madden simulated game. There's 2 minutes left in the game, and for whatever reason, the team that's down is running the ball.
Yeah.
Why? I don't. And yeah, it kind of did surprise me that Colorado didn't come out and just go guns blazing and try to get the ball down the field.
Right.
It's a little bit odd. I'm not sure what the thought process was on that.
Could have been a Vegas line.
No, man. What was that line yesterday?
Oh,
Wasn't
no,
USC
it was-
favored by
yeah.
2 scores or
2
something?
scores. Yeah.
So how did
21.
I can't believe Colorado came back and stayed within that 14-point
Well,
range.
Deion said after that beat down in Oregon that they're not going to get beat down like that again. And
He's right.
is he right?
He
But
was
how many
definitely
wins is Deion going to get this season?
right. 5? Maybe?
No. What was it? What was it you sent me?
I think it was 3. 3.5. It's wrong.
Leave that man's toes alone.
That's so wrong, man.
Leave that man's toes alone. Other games that went down. Penn State took care of Northwestern 41-13. The battle at Jerry World. We'll talk to Jerry later on. But the battle at Jerry World. Texas A&M defeats Arkansas 34-22.
Yeah.
Jerry's not going to be happy about that.
Gonna be upset.
Georgia barely hangs on against Auburn 27-20. Your Texas Longhorns.
What was that
All right.
Have that in-
40-14 as they handle up on Kansas.
That's amazing.
Ole Miss defeats LSU 55-49. LSU had the ball with 5 seconds left on the 15-yard line and could not get a touchdown. Yeah.
It happens.
It happens. Oregon takes care of Stanford 42-9. Oklahoma, Boomer Sooner, takes care of Iowa State 50-20. Tennessee takes care of South Carolina 41-20. Notre Dame survives at Duke 21-14. West Virginia defeats the TCU Horned Frogs 24-21.
Oh.
Alabama beats Mississippi State 40-17, and Washington takes care of Arizona 31-24. We are setting up for the big main event next week at the State Fair, Texas. It is the Red River. What is it now? We can't call it a shootout. We got to call it a rivalry between Texas and Oklahoma. Ooh, this is going to be a good one. But your thoughts on this one?
Well, it doesn't matter record-wise going into it. Doesn't matter what you watched the previous week moving into it. It's always a coin toss. Always.
Mm-hmm.
You never know who's going to win this game because there's so much bad blood that the team with the worst record usually ends up winning. I don't know why, but it always happens. So I look for Texas to take care of business this year, but an OU team's pretty damn good, man.
Yes, they are.
They can both put some points up, so it'll be interesting.
Is
but
General Booty going to be the quarterback for Oklahoma? That's what I'm wondering.
I don't know, but
General Booty.
that's a tough week in my house.
Well, we have an inside source to this game next week, and
All
it's
right.
none other than Big Tex himself. Please welcome to the Sports Bras. Mr. Big Tex.
Oh, God. Wow, that must have been a hard interview to get, bro.
Yeah, that was a hard of it. It was a hard one. Mr. Big Tex, welcome to the Sports Bras. How is everything going up there at the State Fair, Texas? Howdy, Sports Bras. Welcome to the State Fair, Texas. Thank you for having me on. Wow, Big Tex.
Thanks for joining the show.
Yeah, thanks for joining the show, Big Tex. Now, big deal coming up next week, Big Tex, as the Texas OU rivalry is coming in. What are your fondest memories of this football game? Well, I'll tell you, the fondest memories is Texas always putting that whooping on OU.
Oh, wow. Well said. I agree.
Wow. So
He's
your
right.
prediction is that it's going to be a beatdown. Texas is going to take care of Oklahoma? Well, that's what I'm saying, partner.
There you go.
Hey, hang on, fellas. Welcome to the State Fair, Texas. I had to put that in there real quick, fella. Well, I get that. I get that. Big Tex, you have been a iconic figure for many years at the State Fair, Texas. Has there been one incident or any incident that just you're just having a bad day and you just don't want to be there?
Don't go there.
Well, I'll tell you, there's been a couple of people that brought their animals here at the State Fair, Texas. Particularly one dog that decided to take a poop on my boots. That is not a good day. I have to
Makes
agree
sense.
with you on that one. Now, I don't want to bring this one up, Big Tex, but you know, the big story back in the day was something caught on fire. Oh boy, there you are. Big Tex.
Oh, man.
A tragic day on that day, Big Tex. How are you cooperating or how are you feeling? Are all the burns gone from this horrific day? The fact that you would bring that up, partner, pisses me off.
I told you before the show, don't ask him about that. You don't listen to me. Just don't listen to me.
Look, Big Tex, it's a big story. You got to bring it up, you know? Yeah. Yeah, I'm sorry that I did. How would it feel if you caught on fire, partner? It all started when a meth head decided to take out his pipe and smoke it next to my Justin boots. Next thing you know, I'm caught on fire. And of course, I can't move because I'm 78 feet tall. And I just sat there and burned. Excuse me, folks. Welcome to the State Fair, Texas. Howdy, partner. Okay. Well, now we know the real truth of how that fire started. I'm glad that you're okay. Are you fireproof this year, Big Tex? Well, I'll tell you, with all this heat going on and wearing this dicky long sleeve shirt, it sure is sweating over here in Big Tex's armpits in my nutsack. But, you know, I hear the weather is coming up. It's going to be a real nice weekend for the Texas OU, so I can't wait. But to answer your question there, CC, yes, I am fireproof, and Big Tex will not catch on fire anymore. Oh, that's good to hear.
That's great.
It's great to hear. Well, Big Tex, we'll let you get back into introducing everybody in or welcoming everybody into the State Fair, Texas. Best of luck to you, Big Tex. We'll be looking forward to it. And final prediction, final score on the Texas OU game, Big Tex. I got the Longhorns taking out the Sooners 41-38. Hook 'em horns. All right. Well, there you go, Big Tex. Well, thank you, Big Tex, for joining us. And don't be a stranger. Anytime you want to come on to our show, you're more than welcome to. Why would I waste my time going on this shitty-ass show? Oh, did I say that? Excuse me, I'll be right back. Howdy, folks. Welcome to the State Fair of Texas. All
That's a low
Big Tex.
blow.
All right, Big Tex. Screw that guy.
I hope he catches on fire.
I
again.
hope he catches on fire again. Jeez, what an
Come on here
asshole.
talking shit about our show, man.
Unbelievable. Well,
Whatever.
he did make the prediction of 41-38. Is that what he said? Texas taking out
that's-
Oklahoma.
Sounds about right.
He's been there a lot, so
Yeah,
you know
I trust him.
he's seen a lot. He's seen a lot of games. So, well, that was fun.
Yeah, tons.
Did you hear who is going to perform at this year's Super Bowl?
I did, but
That's right. Usher is going to be doing the Super Bowl this year.
cool.
Boy, what are they doing? Who is the look? No offense to Usher. Hey, good for him. He's going to get a paying gig. It's probably his first paying gig that he's had in a while.
First one in a
What?
long time.
But who is this picking committee? Like, are they stuck in the 2000s?
I would
Like,
say, yeah, it's probably someone around 40 to 45 years old.
they miss the boat, and I'll tell you why. Whose big announcement happened over the last couple of weeks that everybody is crazy about? NSYNC
Taylor Swift.
reunion, right?
Oh,
Who was the big story last week?
Taylor Swift.
Exactly. So why don't you get them two together, dude? You would make. Oh my God! Let me pick the
Dude.
next year's halftime show.
I
You
don't-
get
I don't-
Taylor Swift and NSYNC right there. Boom.
I don't think the big name performers like doing the Super Bowl anymore for
That-
whatever
that
reason. I
Money
don't know
talks,
why.
bro. I don't know why.
I don't think that they make that much money doing the Super Bowl.
I
I
have
think
to look
you
into that.
you would think that they do, but
Right.
I remember reading at some point that they do it for a very discounted price. They do it more for just the publicity of it being out there, and most of these superstars don't need that.
Well,
Like, I don't know.
apparently
Maybe
Usher
maybe I dreamed that. Yeah, you know, Usher probably needs it. But pizza, hey town. Bark, 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 bark.
Yeah. So Usher is going to be performing at the Super Bowl halftime show.
That'd be
Well,
great.
I
At least it's not Coldplay.
oh God, you talk about the worst one there. It's in Vegas though. Can't you make it a Vegas theme like
They should have Chris Angel.
Chris Angel? My friend, are you ready?
They should have Chris Angel up there performing.
Yeah.
Or Carrot Top.
Carrot Top, that would have been great. Yeah.
Zach Bagans.
Gallagher. Oh no, never mind. Sorry.
No, come on, bro.
R.I.P. But yeah, make it a Vegas theme. Celine Dion, ain't she living over there now?
Why wouldn't they have Britney Spears?
Oh God,
I think people would enjoy that.
I think she's too busy, flowing knives around and cutting herself, looking like a crazy maniac. But I mean, get the
man.
Celine Dion. Can you imagine this at Super Bowl halftime?
Oh, man. If that doesn't get you pumped for the second half, I don't know what will.
And they have to get this guy that plays a recorder to do this song. It can't go. You can't do the regular original one. You
It's
have
beautiful.
to. I mean, just listen to this. Can you imagine, like, oh, that's just.
I used to play the recorder with my nose all the time.
Wait, what?
When I was at school, when I was in elementary
Stuck
school,
it up your nose?
I would just put it at the tip of my nose and I'd play the notes, and I played it just as well if I played it with my mouth. And I used to get in trouble for it all the time,
Whoa,
but
whoa. Time out. So you stuck it in your nose.
Yeah.
And then you put it
No.
in your mouth.
no, I just performed solo with the nose.
Oh.
Look, man, don't make me bust out the recorder.
I want
I'm
to see
sure I got
that.
one.
I want
I've
to
got
see.
one around here.
I want to see you get the recorder out.
You know what's weird is this is totally random and off
Mhm.
topic, but
Okay.
I decided last night I was going to tell my wife about my experience in middle school where I was a lead saxophone player.
Wait a minute. You were a
Yeah.
lead saxophone player, Kenny
First
G?
chair, man. I used to crush it as a
Keith-
saxophone player.
Keith G? You were Keith G?
I was,
Oh,
man. I was damn good at it. Look, man, if the stigma of getting made fun of because you were a band geek wasn't in place at the time, I would have continued playing saxophone through high school, bro.
Yeah.
I'm serious, man. It's
Our
so much
generation,
fun, dude.
our generation, we were a bunch of dicks.
We were, for sure. But
Jeez. Especially
man,
in
the
high
times
school.
Times were good, though, man.
Times were good. It's
Sweet.
times like these you learn to live. Oh, sorry.
Good times, man. I
It was
miss
good
it.
times. It was good times. Yeah,
I might have to-
definitely.
you know what?
Hmm?
I think maybe after the show, I'm gonna bust out the saxophone, bro.
Oh, please do it. And
Not
if
the
you do
Lisa
it,
Simpson
record
and
it.
shit.
Lisa Simpson.
Bleeding Gums Murphy, bro.
Bleeding Gums Murphy. Oh man. All right. Well, you want to do the NFL first, or do you want to get Jerry on the phone? Because I don't think Jerry's going to be on long.
Let's go ahead and knock this Jerry thing out. real
Okay,
quick.
let's see if let's see. Is he there? Let me get him pulled up here. Yeah, he is here. Okay, here we go. Joining us every week, like we always, or like he always does for the past 2 weeks now, 3 weeks now. Oh, wait a minute.
Lies
lost you.
overhead, man. I know it's because of freaking Jerry, man.
Jerry, man.
Every time, dude.
All right. Well, joining us here on the Sports Bros podcast is none other than Dallas Cowboys owner Jerry Jones. Jerry, well, I'll just go ahead and say it. How are we doing this week after last week's loss? Well, boys, thank you for having me on. I will say that last week was a fluke. I was highly pissed, and I think this week it's going to be a different story. Well, let's hope so. Let's hope so.
God, I
Jerry.
hope so.
God. You said last week that it's a little tough for them to go into Arizona. And you were exactly right. You called it last week that every time the Cowboys go into Arizona, they seem to struggle a little bit in Arizona. And boy, were you right. Unfortunately, They did not come out with the victory. But what can we learn from this loss, especially on the defensive side? Well, if I know Coach McCarthy, I know that he's going to tell the team that this was just another day at the office, and just to move on and get ready for the next team, which are the Patriots. And the Patriots are, even though, like I said last week, not good on paper, they are a very tough team. They're still coached by one of the greatest coaches in NFL history, Bill Belichick.
That's
So,
true.
Yep, that is
That's
true.
very true.
Well, so red zone was a big topic last week. They were in the red zone, what was it, 5 times? And they didn't score a touchdown in the red zone. Any concern on that end, Mr. Jones? Well, as far as that is, we just got to get better in the red zone. And Coach McCarthy knows that, and Dak knows that, and the whole squad knows that, and we just have to get better in the red zone, and hopefully that will turn around here in this next game. Okay. Speaking of the next, go
I've
ahead.
got a question, Jerry. I'm just curious to know. There's been a lot of talk about Dak and the play of Dak. He didn't have the greatest game last week. I just want to know, what are your thoughts on that final interception? Like, I know we were playing from behind, trying to catch up, but that was a big play and a very, very bad read by Dak with 3 guys defending, 1 guy coming across the middle. Are you a little bit concerned about that read and thinking maybe Dak's not the right guy moving forward? Not solely off that one play, but just as a whole. What are your thoughts on Dak as the future of this franchise?
I think Dak as the future of this franchise is exactly where he needs to be. Dak is a premier quarterback, one of the tops in the NFL. Now, going back to that play that you talked about, indeed, he misread it big time. And Dak owned the one thing that I love about Dak Prescott is that he owns up to his mistakes, and he knows that was a terrible throw. But in the midst of it, we were behind big time. He was just trying to drive it in and made a bad throw. But I have all the confidence in the world as Dak Prescott as the Dallas Cowboys quarterback.
Well, I agree with you, but that's kind of like a serial killer admitting that he murdered a bunch of people. It
Look,
doesn't take away the
RJ.
fact that-
Look, RJ.
RJ.
I mean, have you ever put a helmet on
I have.
besides the special one that you take the little bus to?
All right, that's kind of low. All
Well,
right,
like, that's exactly what I'm talking about. If you ain't on the field and you ain't in that pressure zone, you have no idea what you're going through unless
Correct.
you're in Dak Prescott's shoes.
You're right. You're right. I am a Monday morning couch coach. Okay, I know. I agree. You're right. And you, of all people, would know much more about this topic than I do. I'm just coming to you from the fan side of things to let you know what the public is thinking as far as, is this guy the correct guy for us? He has my support regardless. And I know I speak for CC too when I say,
Yep.
we support this quarterback.
Mhm.
But
Oh,
we
yeah.
like wins. We like wins and we like championships, and we haven't seen it in a while. And we do believe that you are the GM, owner, CEO that can get us there. So
Well,
you tell me.
just let the big boys wear the big pants, RJ. That's all I'm saying.
Okay.
There's a reason that Dak Prescott is our future, and Dak Prescott is our franchise quarterback. And the reason is because he wins ball games. Ever since Dak Prescott came into the NFL, he has done nothing but win ball games. You can look at his record. Okay, RJ,
about the big
go
games,
look.
though?
Don't, RJ. You're going into something that you don't really want to get into. You understand?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I do. I understand. I'm just, as a fan, I have some pent up aggression, and I'm very upset with the fact that, yes, Dak on paper, his record looks great. The only record that doesn't look great is the big games.
And that's not on Dak, though. See, that's the problem with you guys in the media, RJ, is you guys always want to put Dak as the issue. It's a team effort. It's not an individual effort. And, it just pisses me off that you guys going to spew all, with one person's fault for losing a big game. And it's not that case.
With all due respect, Mr. Jones, when the Cowboys win a big game, it seems like the quarterback gets 99% of the praise. So when you lose a big game, I think it's only fair that the quarterback receives a big part of that negative response as well.
And we're not going to talk about how a field goal kicker missed a field goal at 5 minutes left in the halftime. We're not going to talk about an interception that was right in the DB's hands that could have been the game winner. We're not going to talk about that. We're going to put it strictly on the quarterback, right? See, that's what's wrong with the media. That's exactly what I'm talking about with the media. And, you just want to point fingers, and it's a team effort, boys. You know this.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
I'm not disagreeing. I'm not disagreeing with that at all. It is a team effort.
Well, speaking of,
I'll leave it at that.
yeah, we'll just leave it there. It's getting hot in here.
Man.
Mr.
Sorry.
Jones, speaking of today's game, Ezekiel Elliott is back at Jerry's World today with the New England Patriots. Any fond memories of Zeke? Well, as you know, Zeke loved to run the ball. He loved to get fed more. He was one of the one thing I can describe Zeke and that I can always remember about him is his smile. He had a great personality. He's a great human being. Now, unfortunately, we didn't come to terms on a contract this offseason, but he is with a great team and with Bill Belichick running the course. And it's just going to be great to see him come back today.
Hey, Jerry, I have just one more question. I'm sorry if I'm coming across in a negative way today. I'm just hurt by what happened last week. But speaking about Zeke, you ever think back to when he kind of held out on us and forced your hand into giving him a big contract to a running back when running backs were not getting big contracts? Do you think that looking back, maybe that might have been a mistake?
Boy, you really tested me today, ain't you, RJ? I'll tell you what, man. No. At that time, Zeke Elliott was one of the top running backs in the NFL going today. And business is business. And I understand where Zeke was coming from. You understand? It's he's seen the bigger picture, and the bigger picture was that he knew that the running back's timeline was slowly going down, and this is his only opportunity to get a big contract because he knew in about a span of 2 or 3 years that contract was not going to be eligible for him. So it's a business move. I don't hate him for that. It's a business. It's a business. Understand, RJ?
Yeah, I get it.
Well, Mr. Jones, before RJ over here pisses you off, you were at the game yesterday between the Texas A&M Aggies and the Arkansas Razorbacks. Oh boy, here we go. Your thoughts on that? Well, I'll tell you what. It's always a pleasure to have these two teams play at AT&T Stadium every year. The Southwest Classic. I love it. I love, I'm a big fan of both teams. Of course, I went to Arkansas. But unfortunately, it was not our day yesterday. I want to congratulate Mr. Fisher, Jimbo Fisher, for a great team that came in. And all I can say is we'll get them next year. All right. Well,
okay.
Well, with that said, we're going to go ahead and let you go, Mr. Jones. But appreciate it, as always, coming on to our show. And just want to apologize for my partner over here, RJ, for kind of, get you going already this morning. Well, it's part of the business, boys. And I tell you what, RJ, all jokes aside, don't feel like, I'm pissed off at you. You ask the straight questions. You ask the good questions. Your co-host over there, Sean, on the other hand, he kind of kisses my ass a little
always.
bit, but it's great always to come on here with you guys, and that I'm always a Tolo for life. So let's get this victory today, and let's go Cowboys.
Let's go Cowboys.
Go Cowboys. All right. Well, Jerry Jones there with us on the Sean and RJ show.
Here's the thing, man. Nobody ever presses this guy, man. Everybody lets him get away with these.
You pressed his buttons, all right.
I need to, man. It has to happen, bro. If he doesn't know who I am, and he doesn't understand what show he's even on, then I'm going to ask him straightforward questions that I think people want to know. And I'm sorry, dude. Like, people want to know these answers because to me, he's selling a product, but this product has fallen short for the last 27 years. Like, I'm sorry, but I personally don't believe Dak is the answer. And I'm upset with the fact we gave Zeke that contract. I'm upset with the fact that we re-signed Gallup to a contract when he's hobbling on one leg. I just don't like what the Cowboys are doing as a whole right now. And I think it starts with the top, the leadership. Just like in the show Suits, bro.
Oh,
just like in the show Suits, man.
You were living off that show.
Here's the thing, man. When one of the understudies gets in trouble, it doesn't fall on him. It falls on the leadership above him, man. You're only as good as your weakest link. And I believe in this case that Jerry could possibly be the weakest link on this team. That's just my thoughts, though, man. I want them to turn it around. Right. I'm diehard. I bleed blue and silver, bro. And it hurts me, man, when they lose to inferior teams, man.
All right, let's get into this.
Come on.
As of right now, the London Jaguars are up 10-0 against the Atlanta Falcons in the second quarter in London.
How many field goals, though?
Just one.
Oh, man, I bet the crowd's going
crazy.
They loved it.
They loved it. And right now it's 10-0. Let's go back to Thursday Night Football where the Lions took care of the Packers 34-20. Let me ask you this. Packers already got the north end?
No, Lions did.
No, I mean Lions. I'm sorry. Lions already got the north end?
Absolutely. That Lions team is the best team in that division, bro.
Yeah.
By far.
Yeah, for sure.
They did it on both sides of the ball in that game, too, just to be said, man.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
And trust me,
dominated.
It hurt me because I had Jared Goff at quarterback, and he didn't even have to really throw the ball very much because the defense and David Montgomery's, just obliterated this team.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. I think Detroit is the best team in that division, and I think they could be one of the best teams coming out of the NFC this year.
You may be right on that. Let's get to the games today. Like I said, the Jaguars are up 10-0 against the Falcons right now in London. We have the Rams at the Colts. Rams are 1-point favorite. The over-under is 46. What a dumpster fire this game's going to be. Anthony Richardson is going to play today. Will that be a factor in this game?
It'll absolutely be a factor in this game.
Should I start him in my fantasy? Over Jalen Hurts?
No, you shouldn't.
Okay.
But I do think that Colts team is a pretty good team, and they looked really good with Gardner Minshew last week and beat a really good Ravens team last week.
We did not see that, yeah.
Well, I did. I said it on the show.
Well,
Richardson is a X factor. He's a difference maker, which makes me want to take the Colts so bad. But I think everyone's feeling that way. So honestly, I'm going to take the Rams this week.
Let me ask you this on Richardson, because he is a damn good quarterback, and he's a big son of a bitch too. Does he need to tone it down? Because this is now the second time he's gotten injured. Does he need to tone it down and just be an aware quarterback instead of just running into linebackers and getting concussions?
Here's the thing with a quarterback like Richardson, you live or die by the style of his play. You can't force a guy like that to stay in the pocket. That's not his comfort zone.
I'm not saying stay in the pocket, but maybe
slide
veer out of bounds instead of going head first into a lineman to get yourself a concussion.
How do you tell a pure athlete like that to get down?
I understand.
I don't think he will, regardless. Maybe in year 4, year 5, year 6, he'll adapt, he'll change so that he can have longevity in this league. But as of right now, you got to let players play, bro. You got to let players play. And I like what the kid's doing, but he does have a lot of that Cam Newton in him.
Yeah.
And it worries me that we're going to see him for about 8 or 9 games a season instead of all 17.
Right.
So, but for today, I like them, but I still think the Rams find a way to win that game today. I know you like the Colts.
I do like the Colts. I'm going to take the Colts in this one. Over under 46. What do you got?
Oh man, I think that's right on the mark.
That's right on the money too.
But
I think so too.
I'm gonna take the over on it.
Okay. All right, Ravens at the Browns. Browns are favored 2.5. Over under is 40. They think this is going to be a sloppy defensive game. Browns, they're pretty good, dude. They're pretty good. And the Ravens are not as good as everybody thought they were.
This isn't even close to me. I give me the Browns all day.
Give me the Browns. All right. Vikings 0-4 are 4.5-point favorites over the Panthers. The over under is 46.5. This is a noon game.
Oh, man,
and the Vikings. So here's the thing with the Vikings, man. They score a lot. Unfortunately, the other team does as well. Yeah. So I mean, just look at the stats right now through week 4.
Cousins is killing it.
Cousins is killing it in passing yards. Justin Jefferson is killing it in receiving yards, but they haven't won a game.
You know what?
They're going to win it today, though, I think, against the Panthers, who are what are they? They're 0-3, right? 0-4.
I think they won 1. I don't know. I don't really follow the Panthers.
I think
that
they're
close.
0-3 right now. Yeah.
Here's the thing, man. I think that Panthers team is scrappy.
They are.
And I think that I do agree. I think they lose this game today, but I don't think they lose by more than 4.5. I like Minnesota to win the game, but I like it by a field goal. Go back and watch Minnesota. They're having to play catch up in pretty much every game. And they can, though. That's the thing. They can play catch up. They can score a lot of points. I think they win it on a late field goal, win it by 3. So give me Carolina plus the 4.5 today.
All right. Bengals at the Titans.
God, that Bengals team is trash this year.
Man, what happened?
They're just not that good, man. It's just, but luckily for them, the Titans are even worse.
I know, right?
So I look for this to be a 3-0 type game. Give me the Bengals minus the points, I guess.
The over under is 40.5.
Give me the under.
Oof. All right.
I just think it's gonna be terrible.
The Buccaneers will be at the Saints. Saints are favored by 3.5. Over unders 39.5. Not giving Baker Mayfield any love.
I think that's a mistake on their part.
And Jameis is starting, isn't he?
And Jameis to me is a more pure passer than what Derek Carr is. So I do think.
Yeah, but did you see what Jameis did when Derek Carr went out?
I did. He looked
absolutely bad, nothing.
He did. I know. But you know what the secret weapon today is for that New Orleans team? The return of the beater himself, Mr. Alvin Kamara. All right, he's going to be back today, and he's going to go off today and get back into that NFL form. Give me New Orleans to squeak this one out. But I honestly, of the games to pick today, this is the one to stay away from because you don't know what you're going to get from either. It could be a 3-3 game going into the fourth. So, and I don't want to disrespect Baker anymore right now. He's actually playing pretty damn good this season, man. Like I like both these teams in this game. This is the one that I have the hardest time picking today. Give me New Orleans.
Give me the Baker burps.
Yeah, they could win this game.
They could.
I'm staying away.
The game of the day, I feel this is going to be a juicy game. Dolphins at Bills. Now,
oh man,
last week, this is Tua, brother. Last week, Mr. Tua and the Dolphins just put a beat down on Sean Payton and Russell Wilson. 70-20.
Yeah.
And
they did.
And it's so great because smug Sean Payton was the guy who came in and said last year's was Denver Broncos was the worst coaching he has ever seen in NFL history.
Hold my beer.
But Nathaniel Hackett didn't lose 70-20.
Hey. What did I tell you, bro? I told you this about Sean Payton. I've been saying it for years. I never wanted that guy back here in Dallas, and I'm glad that they didn't go get him because he is not that good of a coach.
Nope.
And yes, and I understand the talent around you plays a part, but when I look on that Broncos roster, they have talent. They do flat out have a good team. There's no way you should be getting blown out 70 points, bro. That's embarrassing. That's like, you know what? When he ran that score up, you know what it made me think of? It made me think of exactly what Sean Payton would do if he was on the other side of the field. I'm telling you right now.
Yeah.
That Dolphins team is a scary good team.
It's the biggest piece of dog shit.
That's what everybody in Denver is saying.
Watch today. They go from scoring 70 to getting outright beat bad today by the Bills. Yes, they do.
Did you see the over-under on this?
Oh, it's probably, 90?
No, it's not 90. It's
50?
Yeah, it's over. It's 54.
That's too much.
That's too low.
No, that's not going to be enough, man. We're going to need more points.
Yeah,
I'm telling you, dude. It's a division rival.
Mm-hmm.
And you got one team playing extremely hot, one team playing okay. The one thing that I think plays into Buffalo's favor is currently they're ranked as the number 2 defense in the NFL.
But here's where I differ with you on this one, and this is going back to the Dolphins are just too fast. They can outrun anybody, dude. And here's the thing: last week they didn't even have Jalen Waddle in the lineup. They have him now this week.
They had 2 running backs that went off for 4 touchdowns apiece.
Dude, I'm telling you, they are so fast. And I think that's the advantage the Dolphins have is they can sure you can go up against the number 1 defense in the league, but if you outrun them, you can score.
Hey, how about this? This time of year, these 2 teams were meeting up. Who's the heavy favorite in that game?
Oh, it was the Bills.
Big time, right?
Right. And who won? And who went in there and won?
I don't remember.
The Dolphins, bro.
Is that what happened?
That's what happened.
I don't think so.
That's what happened.
That. Oh man, look at the interception from the Jacksonville Jaguars, back taken for a touchdown by the Jacksonville Jaguars. Get that kicker out on the field. Let's see that extra point.
They're loving it over there.
Oh man.
Oh boy, here comes the kicker.
And he kicks it high. It's still the uprights.
That was tremendous kick. What a tremendous kick.
Team Jacksonville Jaguars have done it again.
Dude.
Incredible stop.
Desmond Ridder needs to get off the field.
MVP, Bradley McManus, as always, the number 1 kicker in the league. The Jacksonville Jaguars have really stunned people today.
The London Jaguars.
It's quite surprising to see that Drake London has not had a good game, though.
The London Jaguar. It's only going to be a matter of time before they move to London, right?
Eventually, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm surprised they haven't sold them off already.
Yeah.
But
All right,
you know
so-
what's weird, man, is that Jacksonville is the most difficult team to figure out right now.
Right. They are.
They only play good at home in London.
They got back-to-back games in London. They got
They
this
need
week
it.
and then next week.
So count that as 2 dubs for the
2
Jags,
dubs.
bro.
Yep. Wow.
What's
Yeah,
next?
that Desmond Ritter interception was right to him.
It's Ritter, not Ritter, but
Oh,
whatever.
Whatever. I don't care. He's not going to be a part of that team.
What happened to Mariota, bro? That's when they had a shot.
Mariota knew better, and he
He's
walked
like, I'm
out.
out of here.
He's like, peace. I'm
Like,
out.
listen, I'd rather sit the bench.
Yeah. You're gonna replace me with him? I'm out.
You know where Desmond Ritter went to college?
Yeah, Cincinnati, bro.
That was your team, bro. I can't believe you would talk so bad about your guy like that.
I know. He was great in Cincinnati, but whatever.
Yeah, until they got mollywomped that year in the playoffs. Holy cow. All right. Who we got next?
Well,
Say it.
It's the biggest piece of dog shit.
game
Must
of
be
the
the
week
Texans.
would be the Broncos at the Bears.
Oh, God.
Broncos
Hey, man.
are favored by 3 after
How do you-
getting beat. You know how bad you are when the team that you're facing previously got beat by 50 points and they're coming into your stadium
favored.
and they're still favored.
Listen,
That tells you how bad your team is.
you have to take the Broncos, right? Like you have to, because that Chicago team is the biggest piece of dog shit and dumpster fire I've ever seen, bro. Justin
It's the biggest
Fields,
piece of dog shit.
he is making me look so bad because I was praising his name before the season, bro. I thought he was going to be outstanding, but it turns out he's actually Vince Young. They just took the Scooby mask off, man, and it's like, let's see who's behind this mask, and it was actually Vince Young and Jamarcus Russell combined.
It's like he's on strike with his coach.
Oh man, he's like the Union strike.
He's
right
like
now.
the Union strike right now because he wants to play Justin Fields football. Well,
Wait! Justin Fields football means I'm not going to open this playbook,
Right.
and I'm just going to
He's
go out
gonna
there and play
Kyrie
backyard.
Murray.
He's
Yeah.
going to straight up Johnny Manziel this
Kyler
thing.
Murray. Yeah, I'm not going to read any
Nah,
playbooks. Madden.
Don't worry.
I'm going to play
I
Madden the night
simulated it.
before,
Yep.
and I'm going to get down. And I'm going to show you what I can do out there.
Don't worry, Coach. I know the outcome. I simulated it last night. We're going to lose by 49.
So Broncos and Bears. Broncos are favored by 3. 46.5 is the over/under. That is way too high. Bring that
You were-
down.
Well, here's my take.
Bring
I got the
that
Bears.
You got the Bears?
Got the Bears. You know why? I would rather take Jamarcus Russell than bet on Sean Payton. Give me the Chicago Bears to finally get a dub and maybe find a way to get in the end zone this week. We'll see.
Wow. Okay.
I guess you like the Broncos. Well, nobody says that.
I just want Bane to come in there at halftime and just blow up the whole stadium and just call it a tie.
I like that outcome.
Batman, do you see?
This is going to be a tough kick.
Jesus. Oh my God. Bro,
What?
do you know that Desmond Ritter just threw another interception on the first play after getting the ball back? This Jacksonville Jaguars team, their defense is going to single-handedly outscore every single other player on that team. This is a joke.
Yeah,
But hey,
well,
look, that Jacksonville defense at home is tough,
I mean, the London Jaguars, man, you play them in Wembley,
right?
and they're
It's
God,
tough.
that Booger McFarland. They keep showing Booger over there at the announce table. He just looks like a milk dud. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
It's just god awful. Anyways, let's finish out these games.
Come on.
Commanders at the Eagles. Eagles are 9-point favorite. Over under is 43. They're pretty much saying it's going to be a shutout.
I don't think so.
Your thoughts on this one?
I think that's
Washington
too many
didn't look Washington didn't look good last week, though.
Yeah, they didn't. I know they didn't, but this is different. It's a rival.
It is a
It's an
division
absolute
game.
rival.
It is a division game.
I don't see Philadelphia winning by 9 points. I just don't see it. I think they win,
Right.
but I think Washington hangs around in this game. And we've talked about this so many times. When you got that much of a heavy favorite,
Mhm.
all it takes is one touchdown from Washington to kick that game off, and now it's become a 16-point spread.
Yeah.
Give me Washington in this game plus the points.
All right.
I think Robinson has a big game today.
Steelers at the Texans. Steelers are 2.5-point favorites. Over unders 42.5.
I'm a big Texans fan.
I'm with you on this one.
Give me the Texans, bro. I think C.J. Stroud may actually be a decent quarterback in this league.
I'm with you on this one. Raiders at the Chargers. Chargers are 5.5-point favorite.
Man, that Raiders team.
Garoppolo is not playing. He may not play with the concussion protocol from last week.
That could actually be a blessing in disguise for that Raiders team.
Yeah.
That bus driver is not driving the bus very well right now. So I would have to say the Texans in this game, man.
Cardinals at the 49ers. Niners are favored by 14. Over unders 44.
So this week you get to see what a real number one ranked defense does to a team like Arizona. Watch the Niners just roll.
You get to see a real team learn how to run as well.
They're going to run the ball down
Christian
their
McCaffrey
throats.
will have a beast game. Yeah, I like 49ers in this one.
Absolutely.
And Patriots at the Cowboys. Cowboys are favored by 6.5.
What time is that game tonight?
It is a 3:35 game.
Man, I would really like to see the Cowboys bounce back.
A lot of talk this week is there's a couple of guys saying that Zeke is maybe giving the Patriots a little bit of hand signaling action to let them know what runs they're playing, and he'll be feasting. And would that have any effect on this game? Hand signaling, anything like that? Because you know how Belichick likes to cheat.
Of course, I do think that there is a way to get an advantage. He will take full advantage of that.
Yeah.
But, I've heard a lot of talk from people I know that they think Zeke will have an amazing game today. Look, just different jersey doesn't change anything. He's still Zeke. He's still the same player. And last time I checked, he was struggling bad when he left here. So,
well, the last time he played at AT&T Stadium with the number 15 was the Ohio State National Championship game.
Balled out.
And he balled out. So we'll have to wait and see on that. But give me the Cowboys in this one. I think they bounce back. They have to, for crying out loud.
The only reason why I'm taking the Cowboys is because I watched a big chunk of that Jets-Patriots game last week, and they barely beat the Jets, man.
Yeah.
I just don't think they can hang. I think the Cowboys feast today all over their old quarterback. So I like the Cowboys too.
Here comes a field goal.
No,
Huh?
What? A field goal?
I must be on a time delay. What happened?
I don't see that. I see Atlanta with the ball 2nd and 11 on their 11-yard line.
Oh, they went for it on 4th? Are you kidding me?
Get it. Absolutely.
Oh, the London fans are pissed. Why don't you go for a field goal?
Didn't even get to see the kicker kick.
Are you kidding me?
They're upset.
This is bullshit.
How are you going to take away the highlight of the game like that?
Sunday Night Football, the Chiefs, 9-point favorites against the Jets. Over-under is 41.5.
Bro, if
the big news is Taylor Swift will be in attendance to watch her man, Travis Kelce, take on the Jets.
I'm so sick of this. Nobody cares, man.
I know.
Why would anybody care if Taylor Swift and Kelsey are together? Who cares?
Mm-hmm.
It's a stupid
TMZ
shit,
cares. That's who
That's
cares.
it. That's it, man. I don't let my life revolve around these celebs and who they're with. Screw that.
Yeah, we experienced that here with Romo and Jessica Simpson a lot. Remember that? Oh, Jesus.
I think the Chiefs beat the living breaks off.
Yes, I think this will be the end of Zach Wilson. I think the Jets will have to do nothing but try to sign a quarterback next week.
You know who's out there?
I mean,
Vinny Testaverde.
But wait, what?
Why? Who are you gonna say?
I was gonna say Colin Kaepernick, but they already told him no.
Oh Man, I think there's a better shot of Vinny Testaverde starting personally,
Yeah.
and he can do something for real.
And Monday Night Football, the Seahawks at the Giants. Seahawks are 1-point favorite. Over unders 47.
You know, you say it's a game, but I think it's gonna be a good game. I really do, man, because both these teams, to me, on paper and from what I've watched, they're pretty much the same team.
So how you feeling, by the way? You said you got a little bit of a sickness over the week.
I do. I still am.
Well, you're lucky. You're lucky you're here because I got somebody here for you that's going to help you on this. Ready for this?
God.
What?
Go ahead.
COVID-19.
It's not COVID. It's a cold sore.
I blow the wind of God on you.
Oof.
Oh, you.
You are destroyed forever. And you will never be back.
Oh, my God. Thank you, man. Honestly, I feel better already, man.
Kenneth Copeland. Oh, this is the audio that I was talking about last week with Kenneth Copeland. Like Inside Edition bum rushed him. Just listen how creepy this guy looks. Here we go. Listen.
Why have you said that you won't fly commercial? You said that it's like getting into a tube with a bunch of demons. Why do you think that?
No, listen to me just a second. Not the people. The main reason is because of the need. If I flew commercial, I'd have to stop 65% of what I'm doing. That's really the main.
Isn't it true that you want to fly commercial so that you can fly in luxury? How much money did you pay for Tyler Perry's Gulfstream jet, for example?
Well, for example, that's really none of your business. But
Isn't it the business of your donors?
listen,
Uh-oh.
I paid.
Uh-oh.
You kind of caught me off guard here. Okay.
A lot of people think it's unbecoming for a preacher to live a life of luxury and to fly around in private jets. What's your response to that?
Very simple. It takes a lot of money to do what we do. I'm not missing that dedication in Jerusalem.
Do you really believe that human beings are demons?
No, I do not. And don't you ever say I did.
Uh-oh.
Golly.
We wrestle not with flesh and blood, but principalities and powers. My wealth.
Fake ass. Man, I'm sorry, but I know several people that are preachers.
Yeah.
And I'll tell you right now, they don't fly around in private jets.
They don't have no Gulfstream jet that they bought from
speak-
Tyler Perry.
They speak the word, man, and they legitimately mean what they say, and it comes from a place of love. It's not about making money and having a private jet. That stuff is more of a cult following, bro.
Oh, no. He is Kenneth
He's
Copeland to me, man.
Scary, dude.
He is scary.
He could be the devil.
He
He could be.
He is a
Good man.
scary man.
No, I don't like it.
I don't like it either.
It's creepy.
All right. Well, so what do the Cowboys have to do today to solidify their stance on the NFC to come back to the dominant talk of probably one of the best teams in the NFC after last week's defeat?
Here's the thing for me and the Cowboys, okay? I think the loss of Diggs is a bigger loss than anybody is even really considering.
Mm-hmm.
The whole scheme of that defense has to change now because you don't have two guys that can lock down one-on-one on each side. You're going to have to look at a lot of safety help over the top. You're going to have to look at a lot of linebackers dropping back to help in coverage, which takes away from the run. You know, if the front four can't get to the quarterback, doesn't matter who we're playing. They can eat our secondary apart.
And the red zone offense has to come through.
Absolutely, dude.
You can't go in the red zone and kick a field goal. You know, no more of that. That's the old Jason Garrett fucking blueprint. We're way beyond past that now. And if Mike McCarthy wants to take over the offense, and I mean, that's one that you have to fix. You have to fix that red zone. If you're in the red zone, you're looking to score a touchdown.
I agree. I completely agree with what you're saying. It's so frustrating to see that, between the 20 to the 20, outstanding offense. Outstanding.
Oh yeah,
And you
absolutely.
get in there, it's like there's a freaking force field
Mhm.
that keeps us from getting in the end zone. And to me, it doesn't make sense because I feel like when we hand the ball off to Pollard, we're picking up 4 or 5 yards. You got Ferguson, who is a great tight end. Who they hadn't really utilized the way that they need to. You've got CeeDee Lamb on the outside that should
When-
win every single route, bro.
When,
what
when
we
are they
doing?
going to bring? When are they going to bring Deuce Vaughn in and let him try?
They're not. For whatever reason, they think Rico Dowdle is the better back right now, and
Did
he
they-
might be, bro.
Did they not see what Deuce Vaughn did in the preseason?
It's preseason against second and third stringers.
Well-
I understand. I agree. No, I'm with you. I think Deuce Vaughn has a long future in this league. But honestly, I think it's going to take our backup and Rico getting hurt before Deuce Vaughn gets that opportunity. I don't think they're going to put him in as much as what they should.
Real quick, Rangers going to win the West today?
Fuck yeah, they are.
Yeah, they
They're going to win it. They're going to win it in Texas Ranger fashion. When I say that, I mean they're going to jump out to a big lead today, and they're going to just pray to God that freaking bullpen does not blow it for them.
Exactly. ALDS could see, if the Rangers do clinch, ALDS could see Rangers Astros if they survive against Minnesota.
Hell yeah. I don't want to watch that.
Don't want to watch that.
I want somebody else to knock the Astros out, please.
Want to thank everybody for tuning in, listening to the show. Always, thank you. If you don't know, if you don't see back here, it's I have all my colors back here pink because it is the month of October, and it is Breast Cancer Awareness Month. So that's why it's pink back here. That's why the mic up here is a little pink. I got the pink lights up above. So if you are if you have any donation, we're not trying to say donate. If you have a little bit of money here to donate, please donate to the Susan G. Komen Breast Cancer Awareness, as it is Breast Cancer Awareness, because God knows we love to save the boobies. Am I right?
Hey, on the cool, this is one that's very near and dear to my heart.
Yes.
I have a family member that has gone through this, who is a survivor of cancer. So I don't care if you donate anything to us. Go out there and donate to the right fund.
Yeah. No, I'm not saying donate to us. Donate to the Susan G. Komen Breast Cancer
Yes.
Awareness Foundation, for sure,
Please
as it
do.
is Breast Cancer Awareness Month. And I will be I will be having these colors pink for the rest of this month. So be proud, guys. Wear your pink. It's not a feminine thing to wear pink. It's cool to wear pink now, guys. So go out there, support. Wear your pink this month. There you go. With that said, thank you guys for tuning into the show. Again, like I said, I want to thank Big Tex for coming on to the show. I want to thank Jerry for always coming on the show, even though he doesn't know it's our show. It's whatever. We missed Tommy Locke this week.
I know it, man. I am a little concerned for him.
Ooh, that's not good. That's not good. We'll have to check in with Tommy Locke.
I'll page him, see if I get a hold of him.
Page him.
Yeah, he's old school.
He's got a pager. All right. Well, with that said, Keith, do you have anything before we head on out?
Oh man, let's get this Cowboys game going. Let's have a good Sunday of some badass football games, man. Let's go get
That's
the
right.
dub.
Let's go get the dub. And with that said, go Rangers.
Go
We'll
Rangers.
see by the end of today where they stand.
Yeah.
It's going to be very interesting. All right. Well, send us on home, my friend.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, thank y'all for tuning in to another edition of the Sports Boss.
And never, ever forget, guys, you can't run, but you can't hide unless you're Big Tex. What happened?
Like, this,
Ice
this
Cube,
is how we're
stop.
gonna end it.
There it goes. Unless you're Big Tex in a cigarette butt.
Oh, man. My nuts are on fire.
We'll see you guys next time. Have a good weekend, everybody.
Adios.
My nuts are on fire.